Welcome back. I'm Candace Keeling and I'm registered salesperson with Right at Home Realty. Today I want to give you 5 different questions to ask your buyer's agent when you're interviewing them. Most people always want to go with the typical, how long have you been in the business? Well, I don't think that really defines how well an agent is doing, because someone could be in the business but not be really selling a lot of homes or helping a lot of buyers. So I wanted to look at some different questions so that you can interview someone and know that you're working with the right agent for you. The first one is, do you have references? That's a pretty common one, but are they recent references? You should clarify that with people. If their references are from a couple of years ago and they don't have a lot of recent references, I would say within the last year, that might indicate that they haven't had as much business in the last year. You're hoping to get someone within the last few months that has used this person as a buyer's agent, and you can interview them. Because the realtor obviously is going to try to sell themselves. You want to ask someone else what they think about working with that realtor. And when you get them on the phone one-on-one, the realtor is not there to sort of influence what the person's going to say. The second one is, what separates you from other agents? People will have answers prepared for this if they're a good agent, but also you want to make sure that they're separating themselves from other agents without bringing any negativity into other agents, without putting other people down. A good agent should be able to separate themselves and say why they're good without bashing someone else. You want to work with someone who has good ethics, and how they answer this question on what separates them from other agents is going to give you insight onto how they approach situations where they're competing with someone else. Are they still going to be answering the question maturely, with knowledge, with facts, or are they going to just try to bash what someone else is doing? So the third one is, how will you help me find professionals? How the agent answers this question is going to be crucial to if you're going to pick them. They should have more than one home inspector. They should have more than one lawyer that they're recommending. They should have more than one electrician, plumber, whatever it is for professionals. When you ask them about this, they shouldn't just have one specific person. The more experience you have in the business, you know that you can't just recommend one plumber, because if they're not available when something happens, you need to have a backup list. So the agents that have been doing a lot more business in recent time will have a recent list of professionals to be able to help you when you're looking to buy. And you're going to probably get a home inspection, so you're going to want to have some options. For the fourth question, how much do you charge, and do you require a buyer rep? In my opinion, most good agents are going to require you to be on a buyer rep. Time is money, and an agent's going to want you to commit to them just like they're going to commit to you. When I get someone to sign a buyer rep with me and make that commitment, it's because I'm going to go above and beyond to find them a home. And just like any job, you wouldn't ask a baker to bake you a cake and then not pay them for it. You want to make sure that that person's under contract with you. So if you're under buyer rep, the commission is negotiable, and they do have to explain to you how much the commission is, and you want to check, is it 2%? How much is the percentage? The fifth thing is, what is your strategy plan or search? Everyone has access to the MLS if they're a licensed realtor. So what else are they going to do if they're going to try to find you a specific house? I've gone up in neighborhoods or specific buildings where I know my buyer wants to buy a condo and literally knocked on the door and asked people if they're willing to sell. And it might surprise you. Sometimes people are willing to sell. And you can hook someone up on that privately, and you end up doing the deal for them. And then they can save maybe a little bit on commission side, and you can facilitate the deal, and the house never even has to go to market. So that's a good way to go above and beyond for your buyers. The bonus tip I was going to say is to ask if they're on a team. If people are working in a team, sometimes the person that you might be interviewing might not be the one that's out with you all the time looking at houses. So you got to be straight up and ask this person, once they get under buyer rep with you, are you going to be the one who's working with them, or are you going to be setting them with someone on their team? Teams are great. There's benefits to them as well, but if you're trying to interview someone and make sure that they're the one you're working with, then definitely ask them, am I actually going to be working with you after I sign this agreement to work with you? So those are top 5 buyer interview questions that are a little bit different from the norm. I hope they help you, and good luck interviewing your agents.